Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Don't overdo. Always do your best. Always do your best, but don't overdo. When you overdo, you deplete your body, you go against yourself, and it'll take you longer to accomplish your goal. A lot of fact in that. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 120, Nasdaq up 34, S&P's up 14. S&P took out its high yesterday, cash S&P. Dow took it out today. Dow closed underneath it, but bottom line, took it out. Gold contract down $23, trading at $1,333 an ounce. Silver down 13 cents at $20.17 an ounce. Both gold and silver, folks, want higher price. We'll bisect and dissect that baby in a few minutes. Platinum down $11 at $1,090 an ounce. You have copper up 6.5 pennies at $2.21 a pound. Light sweet crude up $2, $46.79 a barrel. Bonds, the 10-year down 20 ticks, 132.16. 30-year off almost 2 points, 173.28. Both the 10 and the 30 are coming back with volume. That's saying that the bonds and the notes are doing a retracement. They have some juice behind them, volume behind them. That's telling me that the Dow, the S&P still want higher price. Nasdaq is not even close to basically getting a big lift, but I suspect the Nasdaq wants a little bit higher price too. King dollar down 40 ticks, 96.55. King dollar rejected lower price out here today. Had lighter volume. Well, King dollar looks like it's setting up. It wants to get over the high that was generated on the 24th of June. That's where it spiked. That's where all the markets had spiked, as a matter of fact. Bottom line, I expect King dollars wants to run into about this 98 level. That's a short-term bounce, but guess what? It's going to affect the metal market. Euro. The euro is trading at $1.10, and the yen is at 104. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? Okay. Cash is at 21.51. The high out here that we overtook is the 2134.72. And you're away from this, baby. So this S&P wants to get higher. Dow Industrials. What we have with the Dow. So the cash S&P took out its high yesterday. Dow Industrials took it out today. Closed underneath it, but took it out. That's what the S&P actually closed over it. So the number we're talking about is 18,351. We got to 18,371. Bottom line, I expect Dow is going to go higher also. That being said, you take a look at the Nasdaq. The Nasdaq is the Nasdaq right now. This Nasdaq is ready to give it up. It's up 34 bucks. You're at 5,022. What the Nasdaq has done is that it's got into the gap. This is where the Nasdaq had gapped down. All the markets had gapped down, as a matter of fact, January 2nd. The bottom of that gap is 4,999. The top of that bar is 51.16. Now, we'll see whether we can go up and out of the 90 points. It's real possible, though, that's where the Nasdaq is going after. You know, because what you have out here, the high in the Nasdaq, folks, is 52.31. So the high is 210 points away. NDX 100 also is weak. So the Nasdaq and the NDX 100 are the weakest indices. The NDX 100 is at 45.77. The gap on the NDX is 45.80. You know, so we haven't made it to that level yet. Today we hit 45.88. You know, back down. You know, we'll see if in fact the QQQ and the NDX 100 wants to hit its high. What does happen, harmony inside the marketplace, is this. Normally, if you get one indice hitting the high, now we get two of them. Bottom line, most of the time most of them will hit. I don't expect we're going to see that this time inside the composite, because the composite is so far off those highs. Gold contract. What do we have with gold? Gold contract comes down today, 22 bucks. We're at 1333. Volume wasn't bad. Not a huge amount of volume. I suspect first we're going to go down to this 1329, 1308 area. It looks to me like gold wants to get back to about 1282. We'll see how it handles that 1282 level. Silver still is hanging high. Bottom line is that silver had a price spread out here today of $20.59 to 2002. Had 79,000 contracts, slight expansion. I do expect silver's going to get hit. You know, silver is highly volatile. I expect we're going to see a hit in silver, and we'll see whether they get back down to $18 level. 2039, no, not 2039. That's 1928. Another dollar down is where I expect it's going to test at least. Okay, notes. What do we have with the notes? The notes and the bonds, folks, are backing down with volume expanding. That's telling me that the S&P and the Dow wants to still get a little bit higher. The 10-year note come down 19 ticks. That is trading at the 132.17. And what I expect you're going to see, this can come all the way back to its breakout area, which is the 130.21. So that's another 2 points in the 10-year. That's a monster move on the way down, folks. If we take a look at the 30-year, what we have with the 30-year right now is down a point and 23 ticks. You've done 303,000 contracts. And the way that the 30-year is set up, it looks to me that, let's see. So this will be intriguing with the 30-year because the 30-year has to get inside of $173.25, 0.25. It got down to 173.07 and rejected at that point. You know, if it doesn't get inside there, guess what? It's not going to back down, but I expect that you are going to see it get inside there, and I expect that tomorrow. Okay, dollar index. What do you have with the dollar? Dollar out here, folks, rejected lower price today, had lighter volume, and these spikes that were in the dollar, that were in the equities, that were in the commodity market from the 24th of June have been getting tested all over the place. The 10-year note took it out in a huge way. The dollar index looks to me that it wants to get up and over this 96.70 and get into its downdraft, which is 98.91. You know, the dollar came down. It came down hard February 3rd. It retested that level on March 10th. So I'm looking at that's just a retest of that downdraft. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We're coming right back with our man, Mr. Chris Gaffney, the president of Everbank World Markets, and we're going to be talking the markets, folks. It's a beautiful thing. Going to be right back.